Howdy folks, George Shively with you here on a new project. This is a Navigator 5100. I believe it's an 04, but I'll need to check that. We're doing a major refit on this. Pretty much everything here in the front, the E120s are coming off. We're going to make a plate over that area. The Furuno is going to be coming off. We're putting a Garmin system on. This is kind of the way things look just as we're getting started here. I'll go downstairs here real quick and show you the lower helm. And basically two E120s and a, I think it's a multi for NEMA repeater. So that's kind of how things look down at the lower station. Autopilot will stay in the lower left corner there. Autopilot will stay. And the arch has a whole host of things on it. And I'll show you that. We've got a live dome on the port side, mast, 2 radars, center, and then another live dome here on the starboard side. And that was done because of obstruction of the arch, keeping these satellite TV antennas from working. So I just wanted to drop in quickly and show you what we're starting with here. Stand by, folks. Thanks for watching. Hey folks, we're back on the Navigator here. Just kind of wanted to show you a little progress we've been making. I've got everything taken off the helm here for the new plate that's going to go across there. If you folks have watched my channel, you know what that's going to kind of look like. Cleaned up a lot of the wiring, a lot of the stuff that you see down here that's coming right here. That's all running down to the lower helm, and that'll all be removed. Because that's part of the old Raymarine system, and we don't want to leave dead soldiers in the boat. So we've got our AIS unit over there. Always take and put the MMSI on top of the AIS just because. And we've got our NEMA 2000 bus at the upper helm here, where a number of things will plug in. Far right there is the Sonic Wind, and then the AIS 800. Next two will be the 2 displays, the 8600 displays, and the final one there on the left will be the VHF radio. So everything's coming along real nice. We've got the arch kind of wrapped up here. It's difficult to see, but we've got some stuff laying on top there. We're kind of in tight quarters here, but you remember we had 2 domes. Well, those 2 domes are gone. We've got the radar now, and then we've got the, put you over here a little bit, the Intellian 13-inch dome above that, and then at the top, of course, your nav lights, Sonic Wind, etc. So with this type of installation, you don't have to have 2 domes. There's no need for 2 domes. You just have to have the satellite dome as the highest thing, and then it will always see the satellite, and you're not going to be blocked by this mast down here. So stay with us. Big job here. There's more to come. Hey folks, back with you here. Just want to show you a little bit of progress here at the lower helm. As you can remember, there used to be a panel that goes here that had the 2 main MFDs in it at the lower helm. That's gone. That's going to be recovered in a similar grain and color of wood to match the existing helm there. Then of course the new gear will go in those 2 locations. So just kind of wanted to show you what we're into here. We've taken all of the older gear out, cleaned up a lot that was on the inside here. There was gear down in this area. That's all gone, black boxes. So making headway. Just kind of wanted to show you how things are looking. This area right here is where the new VHF radio is going to go. Because what was there was that Maritron display, and all the information from there is now going to be able to be viewed on the Garmin equipment. So there's really no need for that. So just a quick drop in here to show you how things are going. Stay tuned. Howdy folks, back on the Navigator with you here. Just kind of laying out the upper helm here. You see we've got our aluminum plate that's going to be going over the holes from the previous gear. Just kind of initially laying things out, getting a center line here on the wheel. That'll be our VHF radio right there. Of course, 2 MFDs. Below the VHF radio will be the ICOM M500 interface box, which enables the radio to be Bluetooth to your phone. It gives you NEMA 2000 capability, hailer capability. ICOM's kind of split that up a little bit, so you need to have that interface box to be able to really have the full function of the new M510. So that'll go here down below, and then over on the left side there on the top, that will be the autopilot. And then you'll have a little bit of space down here. If you wanted to stick something in there, you certainly could. So that's how things are looking here at the moment at the upper helm. The arch is all back together. Undersides are back in. Walls back in over here. Cushions in around. We've got our two antennas that we were waiting for. AIS on the left side and XM weather on the right side there. Making some headway, so stay tuned. Hi folks, George Hadley back with you on the 51 Navigator, putting together the panel as we've done before in previous videos. I'm sure you've seen this, so this is nothing new, but this is time consuming. This is not a 5-minute internet special where it's plug and play and you just, you go down to West Marine and buy one for $19.95. This takes some time to lay out, make sure the customer's happy with the way the layout is, and get it all square and looking sharp. So of course the 8612 starboard side, M510 in the middle. The right here will be the interface box, the ICOM M500 interface box, which you really need. I hate that ICOM broke that out from the radio, but they did, and I don't own ICOM, so don't know what to tell you on that one. The other 8612 for the bridge, and then the existing pilot will go here. We've got a little space here to do something with if the owner decides to do something in the future. But a lot cleaner, nicer, laid out, and looking sharp. So stay tuned, we'll be back. Howdy folks, back with you here on the 51 Navigator. I want to kind of show you how the helm's shaping up at this point. You can see that right next to the steering wheel there on the right, we went ahead and put in a ICOM 510. That's where the old Maritron display used to be. I think that works a lot better. And given that the Garmin devices are NEMA 2000 devices, we really didn't need a NEMA 2000 display because everything will show up on the Garmin devices. So there you go. Color's fairly close to the rest of the helm. Got that color matched, but it is wood, so there are, you can only get so close. So anyway, that's how things kind of look here from the front. I think it's certainly attractive, looks nice. From the back side, very important. Let me take and show you back there. Everything is neat, clean, wire tied, identified, little white tags on everything so that we know what's where and what's what, and it's easily accessible and serviceable so that if there is a problem, we know where it is. But this is the extent of the backside wiring, so that's it. Nice and clean, most important. Okay, we will be back shortly, but in the time being, that's what the lower helm is looking like, so hope you like it. Howdy folks, back on the 51 Navigator. As you can see, we've got the new plate put in. Matches pretty closely actually to the existing gel coat because we had it matched from the gel coat, so that's always helpful. As you can tell on the inside, things are nice and clean, organized, labeled. We like labels so that we know what the heck is going on, so that others will know what the heck is going on. You can see the label right there around the power cord. That's very important. This is where we're at the moment. We've got the pilot back in, the interface box for the VHF in, and we're going to be connecting some external cameras to both of these. 2 cameras, one HDMI, one composite to each display, so that he can see all of his cameras up here at the upper helm. So anyway, this is kind of what it looks like at the moment. Turning out nicely and nice and clean, and stay tuned, we're not done. Howdy folks, back with you here on the Navigator. We are at the flybridge. New panel has been put in, and of course that is color matched to the gel coat. Pilot, of course, on the left side, that was there before. New ICOM M10 VHF radio, M500. Let me get some light here for you. M500. Oh, you can actually see it now. M500 interface. This gives you NEMA capability to the VHF radio. NEMA 2000, that is. And of course the holes for the 8612s that are going to be going there. So, let me put this light back in here. And just kind of want to give you a glance here at the inside of the helm. Those two boxes that you see there are RCA to HDMI converters. So that we can have 4 camera inputs to the 2 displays, 2 Garmin displays at the upper helm. Of course the AIS, your wiring, everything labeled so we know what the heck is what. And coming over here, we've got our NEMA 2000 network. So making headway, stand by. Howdy folks, last look here on the Navigator 51. It's kind of how the upper helm turned out. Very clean, very neat. Kind of everything's, on the screens. You don't have little 4-inch displays for everything because everything can be seen on the screen. Wind information, everything. Of course, the autopilot, we integrated into the existing system. ICOM M510 with the 500 integration box so that it can receive and transmit data via NEMA 2000. Everything else pretty much stayed the same on the lower part of the helm. This boat was definitely a challenge from a wiring standpoint. It was tight going from the bridge to the downstairs. So, but this turned out pretty well. We'll take one more look at the lower station and then we'll bid you adieu. Alright folks, here we are at the lower helm once again. New panel up on top as we discussed. Took the old panel out, re-veneered it, and color matched the color as close to the helm as I could get it. And so we've got on the port side there, we've got an 8612 XSV, and the balance of the displays are 8612s. Of course, the sounder information is echoed throughout, as well as radar and everything else. So there's some people that probably wouldn't put this M500 in view. I like to have it in view because then I've got this little confirmation, the green light comes on above the reset button. The VHF down here, the 510, is getting NEMA information and it's linked so that in the event you have to push this distress button, you know that your NEMA information and specifically position are going to be transmitted via VHF. Pilot is the same, haven't done anything with that. Other than integrate it to the existing system, which was, of course, important. The Airmar WX100 up on top, that is also integrated, so we could get rid of the old Maritron display, which was here. And then this way, I don't need any external speakers. The speaker's right here for the VHF. You can hear it, it's not a problem. The microphone will go into the panel down below, which we're about to reinstall. So anyway, this is how the lower helm turned out. As always, appreciate you watching. George Shively, South Shore Marine Electronics, 216-407-6553. Our email, southshoremaриneelectronics@oh.rr.com. And our web address is southshoremaриneelectronics.com. Thank you very much for watching.